Welcome to the Well Arena in Limerick City, where some fans are already in party mode ahead of Munster's Heineken Cup final. We speak to people who know what it takes to bring home the cup for a second time.
After we won it in 2006, the motivation had to come from somewhere else. You know, I think we were driven on in 2006 by this fear that we might end up finishing our careers without winning it. And you know, there was an incredible drive to everything we did. And last season we tried to recapture that, but you know, we needed to figure out a different way of coming at the competition. I think after winning it, and it was a whole new different kind of motivation. I suppose you know, a desire to be, you know, a very good team. You know, a team that wins the competition twice, I think, are very special teams. And so we had to get to grips with that last season. I think we struggled, and I think we had a lot of soul searching at the end of last year. We'd a couple of big squad meetings at the end of last year, and I think we came out with a renewed kind of desire in the way we play and in the way we prepare. I think maybe before we you know, there was a lot of clever words spoken. I think right now in the build-up, guys are able to look after themselves a lot more. Guys don't need to be tweaked to get motivated. I think guys look after themselves now and are able to show up on the day, and I think that comes with experience.
The Red Army is set to invade Cardiff this Saturday, led by Limerick's own Cabinet Minister, who is in no doubt about the outcome.
Well, I think I'll sum up the view on Munster and my own view in one sentence: to lose, to lose. To lose, to lose.
Sorry. Back to the rugby for more player views shortly, but first, we switch codes to GAA. What else are you into outside of hurling? Say, are you into Munster rugby, or?
As you said, we don't have much time now, but I do follow the Munster rugby team. Actually, player Tommaso Leary there, the scrum half of Munster, would be a good friend of mine. We played in the same all-Ireland winning team in 2001 minor team, so obviously we'd still keep in touch, and we had a very good game the last day, and obviously we have to wish him well for the final.
Perfect. Stephen Hunt may be disappointed that his side Reading will not be playing Premiership soccer next season, but he's hopeful that one day he may still talk for the Daoise.
Played all up for my county until 16s, and then left to go play soccer, but it would have been interesting to see what will happen. Hopefully one day I'll maybe play for Waterford. It depends on how the hurling soccer career goes, and when I'm 34, 35 maybe I'll have a go, but not till then. Go to most of the championship games because it's in a period where I have the time off to go to it, so it's enjoyable. And then I get to a Munster finals usually end of June, and I'm back in training, so hopefully some finals I've got to and some I haven't, so hopefully I get to this one. Yeah, very disappointing. It's been a long, hard season, and then to get relegated in the last game of the season is hard to take by 3 goals, so we'll move on and see what happens. I'm committed to Reading until I'm told otherwise, then there's nothing I can say or do. It doesn't make a difference. I'm not going to spit me dummy out. I'm a professional. I get paid to play football, and I'll continue to do that until I'm told otherwise. I'll have a rest, recharge the batteries, and I feel good, to be honest. Yeah, so unfortunately we got relegated, and we have to pick ourselves up and go again, and you can never look back, just look forward.
Here at Killaloe, there's a huge air of anticipation about the Heineken Cup final. We give a shout into Anthony Foley's house to see how preparations are going for the game on Saturday.
I think we're used to it now. I think this is our 4th final, you know, in 8 years, so it's you know, we're kind of we won't be in awe of the whole occasion, and it's just a matter of knowing what's important on the day, and everything else around the game is a distraction, and just to ignore it and just really focus in on the 80 minutes, and I think once we capture that we'll be fine. It's just pretty much relaxed, and hopefully you know, as I said, we've learnt a lot about distractions and whatever leading into big games, and not to Can I just finish here first, Tones? Okay, cheers. As I said about distractions.
Yeah, 1 or 2 there.
yeah. Well, the boss called, you have to listen, you know. So, no, we're pretty much set for the weekend, and you know we know what way to go about our job.
Then getting over the weekend and seeing your testimonials coming up, the following, it's the Wednesdays or Tuesday?
Tuesday golf in Dromoland. There's more golf on Wednesday in Dromoland, and then we have the audience with Anthony in UL Arena on the Wednesday evening. Should be a very good night. Paul Collins is emceeing that, and we should. There's I think Alan Gaffney and Decky and McGalway Claw and a few more players are coming up, and have a bit of chat and a bit of banter and look back over the years of Munster rugby and talking points in the game from years gone by, and hopefully it'll be a good hour and a half entertainment.
Did you play much hurling or football when you were younger?
I did, yeah. Played with Smith O'Brien's here as the local team. Played up to intermediate. I was fortunate enough to play with East Clare under 16s for two seasons, and I played one game minor for Clare, friendly against Galway and Tubber. I fancied myself as at times as being a bit of a hurler, but I seemed to get bigger and bigger as I got older and older. So yeah, kind of need to be sharp on your feet for that game. So you kind of grew out of it, so to speak.